We have Connie and Jeff joining us, and then some new people, but they still haven't gotten here yet, so it's just me and Jamie. Like I said in our previous video, I'm still trying to get used to the dunes again, because of course the last time we were out here I was scared to death. But as you can tell from our previous video, riding at night, I'm getting a little bit better, so sit back and enjoy the ride and watch Jamie and I tear it up at Dumont Dunes. Heard me say that you can actually see the lip on them. That I was talking about the dunes and the fact that they're so fresh and everything, and you can actually see that razor edge and the razor backs. So again, that's something that we've talked about in previous videos that kind of scares me still. Our previous video, this is where we were playing at sunset the night before. So all these tracks in here, or the majority of these tracks in here, are ours from the night before. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he just didn't have enough speed or if he was trying to turn too sharp on too steep of an incline. But yeah, to avoid hitting him and hurting both of us really badly, I decided to turn out of it because hitting him full throttle would not have been pretty, and that's something I figured out on the dunes, especially these massive ones that we're climbing right in here, these really steep ones. It's full throttle on my four-wheeler, like the more speed the better. So if I would have plowed into him, we would have both seriously been injured. Something that I figured out between last night and today is I'm more comfortable and confident when I'm following Jamie. And I don't know if it's because, it's always me and him riding together, and that I know if he can do it on his four-wheeler, most of the time I can too. I don't understand it, but I'm a lot more comfortable and confident following him. when it comes to what's going on my four-wheeler. So, I let out that little yelp, and he's, probably panicking, thinking something's wrong. But I was fine. It's just that, I'm a lot more, like I said, vocal. And if you noticed, I didn't flip out going down that steep hill. Now that the hubby has pointed out, where we're at and where the landmarks are in different directions, I guess we're gonna head over to one of my favorite spots. Yep, Comp Hill. watched any of our previous videos, you know that Comp Hill is about 425 feet straight up, give or take. And usually we go straight up it and we come like a little arc and then we come straight back down. We've never really been able to keep that wide arc going around, and that right there was freaking amazing because the sand is so fresh this time around that I got really high up and just continued this massive arc around. So as you heard me say, that's the first time I've ever went that far around. And I was freaking flying. Of course, I didn't look at, my Speedo or anything like that, but I was freaking flying. So it was a little exhilarating but terrifying at the same time.
You can video it. That's all I
So of course I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to have the hubby video, so you're going to see that included in here too. Sorry about all that cussing there, but if you've watched our previous videos, you know we cuss like sailors, and I don't edit it out because that's just who we are. But yeah, I was just really excited and really revved up because, that's probably the highest and definitely the furthest I've ever went around Comp Hill. We're trying to find a line and ride the dunes like we do with Connie and Jeff, and I'm thinking it's because we're too far down at the bottom of the dunes that maybe we need to go higher. been to the dunes a couple times. I think this is like our third trip, honestly. And usually we're with Connie and Jeff. So when we're in this section, you know, they know the dunes. They know what paths to take. And there really hasn't honestly been enough people out here to have a viable path through the dunes. You know, usually you can spot the track and follow it, and we're kind of just lost, as you can hear me say right there. There's Comp Hill, but that doesn't really help us because we don't know where to go. So we're just gonna keep riding around and maybe see if we can figure it out. For not being scared of the steep drop-offs, but I will get better. And check out where we were, see if he could spot some tracks and maybe figure out, you know, exactly where we were, if there was any other landmarks we could see. I think that's what he was trying to do anyways. If you guys just caught that, but he caught air, and yeah, we all know Heather's four-wheeler doesn't handle like his. I have a lot tougher, stiffer suspension, so yeah, that hurt coming across that. Yeah, we stopped and took a break. Jamie tried to figure out, you know, where we were. Don't mind those tracks right there. That was just my failed attempt at trying to do donuts. I just did really big circles, and of course I cut that out because it was pretty pathetic. Anyways, we think we're pretty close to Veterans Hill, so we're gonna head on and see if we can find it.
I don't know what the other side of that looks like, honey.
Bubby found Veterans Hills. So we're going to play around here for a few minutes. So I need you guys to watch Jamie right here, and I'm actually going to pan the camera around and watch. He catches air. He's screaming at me on the comms, "Don't follow me, don't follow me." And you're going to see why.
Yeah, I saw you do that. I got it. I want to go back over here and see how bad that was. Last time we listened to do it.
So yeah, he caught some major air. As you can see, there was tire tracks, none, and then tire tracks. If that would have been me going across that, I would have been terrified. I probably would have wrecked. Luckily, his four-wheeler has more of a sport suspension, so that's why he was screaming at me, "Don't follow me." Yep, just another one of those hard landings and one of those dips that I took just a little too fast, and just my bladder being thrown up against the center of my four-wheeler where most gas tanks would be. So no big deal, just a little bit of bruising to my bladder.
Over there, I want to get a picture of him.
So yeah, he's gonna head over while I'm still trying to get all my stuff together and take a picture, the actual picture that was in there before, of his jump and just how far he went. I was talking over it earlier, and I said that, you know, we had just rutted that out so bad and breaking it loose so much that I couldn't hang in it anymore. He told me to wait right here. He wanted to go up, see if there was anywhere for us to go, and as you can tell, he's coming right back down, so yeah, it wasn't anywhere for us to go, so I'm just going to turn around and wait for him to get back in front of me. So it's funny when you're sitting back watching and editing these videos, it's like, oh man, we should have went this way. You can clearly see the line, you know, when you're going back and watching it. But when you're actually out there doing it, it's a completely different experience because, you know, you're flying and you're trying to look ahead and figure out what's coming up next. So as you can tell, Jamie's behind me now because I spun us around because the hill that I just did, the one that I'm doing right now, I knew we had done numerous times with Connie and Jeff, you know, when they're leading the pack and going down whatever path, you know, that they know, because like I said, they know these dunes better than we do. But I knew we had done this hill so many times. So I thought, okay, maybe I can keep us in it. So as you can see, I'm taking the next dune. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got this. Maybe I can figure out the path that they always take. And perfect example of being in the moment versus now is I should have followed, as you can see, there's tracks. I should have followed the tracks right there over to the right, but I'm terrified of going over something like that because of a razorback and, you know, not knowing what's on the other side. But all I did was turned us around and, you know, pretty much screwed us up because I was like, shit, now where do I go? What do I do now? So like I said, you know, sitting back and watching these videos now, I'm like, oh, I should have went over that. I just wish we would have figured it out then versus, you know, now. So yeah, you just heard me say, well, there's a perfectly good hill right there. Looking back, if it was me, I would have continued straight and, you know, seen if we can continue that line. Not sure exactly why the hubby decided to drop us over the edge and go over here. I'm sure Jeff is probably sitting there, you know, watching these videos now going, yep, you should have went this way or you should have went that way. You dumbass, you should have continued. I can just hear him now, but like I said, they know the dunes, we don't. So, you know, we're just out playing and having fun. was another one of those bladder wrecker hits, and yeah, I think that's what I'm going to call them now, bladder wrecker hits. But anyways, as you can see, the hubby's going to go up on this ridge right here. We're going to take a break, try to figure out where we're at in the dunes again, and this is actually going to be the end of this video. This is the first half of our day, so the second half is going to come in the next video. And as always, we thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next one.